Good.
Hey, welcome back to Mobility Project. I want to talk to you about heel cords today. It's been on my mind lately. I've been talking to a couple athletes who've recently ruptured heel cords. Raise your hand. Australia. Our Australian pinup child. What happened? How did you rupture your heel cord, Adam?
I was doing a repeated 20-inch box jump, and I think I got to about 130 and landed, and it just kind of exploded on me.
Did you have any cues about that Achilles being pissy? No, just
No
spontaneous?
pain, no pain.
Was it jumpy? Did you know you had tight heel cords?
You know, I had my calves.
Weird that the calf is tied directly to the heel cord via the tendon that connects it to the bone. It's strange, right? Okay, so that happens. So one of the mechanisms for this Achilles rupture or Achilles problem or slight tearing is an over-tension. The system is just under too much tension. What do you weigh about? He's an adult-sized male, about 100 kilos, jumping up and down. That's an enormous load repetitively over it. And as we know that under this kind of sustained loading, we start to see deformation. That tissue starts to creep. If I'm working at end range, I don't have a lot of good length tension overlap of the musculature. And one of the things that happens is that I end up relying more and more on the kind of passive tendons of the system, the passive structures to support the system. Now, one of the things we know about Adam and worked with him a lot is that when he gets a little bit tired, that foot turns out a little bit. One of the problems with that is that now we not only have a system that's under such strain, but I'm loading off axially. So instead of having that Achilles load straight down into a strong position, it ends up slightly oblique, and now that Achilles is pulling off axis a little bit, and lo and behold, I get off axial loading, which is good for the first 120 or so, right? I mean, it really does. It works until it doesn't work. And so one of the issues we want to make sure is that we're taking time once in a while in the cycle to really look at the tendons. And most athletes are stretching their calves, but we really need to make sure that we've unglued some of those surfaces. So take a look at this today. I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to Hung. What's up? You guys should come over here and show us how you are torturing yourself, buddy. Now what we've got is a barbell, and it's difficult to feel like you actually get enough pressure on the back of the heel cord to make change. And we're not dealing with soleus or gastroc. We're really trying to kind of smooth this tendon. This is kind of a self-graston. Remember, we call this active tack and stretch, ATS technique. And what happens is you can use a cheap barbell from Big Five or someone like that, or you can use your Olympic bar. And then he's got one foot crossed, and he's just found something, and he's going to make circles or pull and push until he feels like that area isn't tacked or isn't tacked down. And he can move from left to right in an arc, cleaning out the entire ray, the entire section, before he moves up. Now, this is the kind of thing where you literally can black out, right? It's not, oh, look at the face. There's the fizz face, gangsta. And now, the other piece now is that he can roll that bar. Go ahead and just roll the bar back and forth. Even rolling the bar back. So now he can either roll side to side, or he can just roll that back and forth, and he had to tap out. It was too much pressure over the front. So what's nice about this is that we get enough discrete, large pressure, tack that past that, and then again, this is one of those things that's so brutal that, man, don't try to get the whole calf done. Think about kind of the base of the gastroc all the way down to the heel cord here, and just see if you can get 5 good minutes of working per side. If you got more gumption, go for it. But the key is quality, not quantity. The next time you come around, you can work higher. And then test, retest is anything you want to do. Squat, overhead squat. But just by messing around with this foot position on the bar, this is my favorite heel cord trashing, and it makes a big difference. You can even work that thing all the way up to the heel, right up against the calcaneus there, right at that insertion, and just rolling back and forth. And you'll notice that when he rolls up and over, man, he creates even more pressure over the front of that leg. Hung, good job, buddy. Mobility Project. We'll see you guys tomorrow.